The hustle is real. So many people like to throw around this word that I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder, I do this, but they have no idea. Make a choice. Be a champion. The hustle is real. So many people like to throw around this word that I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder, I do this, but they have no idea. The hustle, man, the hustle is life. People don't understand what that even means. You know, a lot of times they say, oh, I'm hustling, I'm hustling to get what I want. But they're only hustling when it's convenient. They're only working when things are easy. It's 11:30 in the afternoon or in the morning, and I've been up since 6:30 in the morning. Every single day is like this, grinding. People see like what I do, and they're like, oh, Chad gets to teach, and he gets to do what he loves doing. I am up before everybody else is up, grinding. I'm designing, I'm working on projects, I'm planning, I'm putting out fires, I'm working on so many different elements just so I can live the hustle. For me, the hustle is what makes the projects fun. It makes me move forward, it makes me excited, it makes me afraid, it makes me upset. The hustle, man, is everything. You know, I look at the guys that promote motivation and guys that are all about the biggest business, the guys that are growing things, and I look at what they're doing, and these guys live the hustle. You know, they are fighting. I use this term all the time about fighting for what you want, and man, it blows my mind that people only want to fight for something when it's right in front of them, or when it's convenient, when like their significant other isn't around, or they don't want to step on any toes. Guess what? That grind, that hustle, you are gonna piss off so many people. Everyone around you is always gonna point fingers that you should have done this, you should have done that. Well, guess what? I'm the one that's hustling, not you. We get influenced by these people around us that are saying, oh, well, the things that you do are shit. Well, look what you're doing. Worry about you. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I know there's going to be a lot of relationships that I'm going to lose along the way. But at the end of the day, if you are living that grind of the hustle, it doesn't matter what other people say. There are so many projects that I have right now that I know that are on the back burners, and people could always be like, oh, well, Chad's not doing that, Chad's not doing that. Guess what? Look at what I am doing. Look at what I'm grinding with. Look at what I'm growing with. I'm so on fire with the things that I'm doing, I can't go a day without working. For me, sitting in front of the TV is wasting time. For me, sitting down and just vegging out, that is me I can't do it. I feel like I'm being suffocated. The hustle, man, you gotta live that shit. Like, I get up in the morning on fire because I have so much stuff that I want to get done, and it's gonna carry through me through the entire day. From 6 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, I am grinding. Then it comes down to that question: how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the things that you hold high as dreams and goals? How bad do you want it? Or do you want that rest more? Or do you want to make other people around you happy because you've stopped doing those things for them? What do you want more? A lot of people say, oh, it's like you gotta fight for a TV remote. Guess what? You're fighting for the wrong fucking thing. If you're fighting for a TV remote, then you have your priorities way out of whack. If that's the things that you're fighting for, oh my God, good luck to you. You need to fight for the things that are going to change your life and the people around you. That's what the hustle is. My hustle that I'm doing every single day is to better every single person around me. I'm creating an army. I'm creating a legacy of just development. I can't function if I'm not working. I'll give you a perfect example. I was talking to my girl last night. You know, and she gets it. She gets what I'm doing. But sometimes it almost seems like what I'm doing is too much. You know, you should have other people do this. You should have other people do that. You know what? I could. But at the end of the day, I need to do this for me. I need to make sure that I'm articulating the vision that I need to get out of my head. It's got to come out of my fingertips. I got to write it down. I got to design it. I got to put it out there. Delegation has been something that's been hard for me for years, and I'm learning how to do that now for myself. But at the end of the day, I also realize that that grind, that hustle, that's what fires me up. Not handing it off to somebody else. What separates me from everybody else is that, yes, I can. I'm not going to let somebody else do it. Why? Because it's not their vision. It's not their dream. This is what I am destined to do, because this is what makes me feel like me. When I'm grinding, when I'm hustling, that's when I'm happy. Yeah, sure, it's stressful as hell. I'm constantly putting out forest fires. I'm constantly I gotta create new things. I gotta constantly reevaluate. I gotta constantly develop new tools. But that's what makes it worth it. I don't want to know what's going to happen tomorrow. I want to know that the path that I'm making can create something for tomorrow. You know, I had a conversation with my athletes the other day. They said, oh man, everything's just not going right. This is wrong, that's wrong. And I couldn't help but laugh, because we have talked for months now about the things he needs to do to clean up his daily agenda so he can have more time to create what he wants. But instead, everybody has the answers. So now everything piles up, and now everything's just in a chaotic state. Hopefully, that starts making you change. But the odds are it's not going to. People find happiness in habits. And unfortunately and sadly enough, that when people get caught in habits of failure and chaos, it's a habit. Just like success is a habit. I cannot function without my daily routines. I get up in the morning, first thing in the morning, I visualize what I have to do. Then after I visualize, I write it down. I go to my schedule, I write my daily schedule down for what I have to get done right that day. That's on my tasks. Then I review my goals for the month. I review my goals for the week. I write down my tasks for the day. And then I start tackling them. It's stressful. But you know what's more stressful? The feeling of saying I should have done this. I could have done that. But. If you want to hustle, then fucking hustle. You gotta grind. It's gotta be consistent. It can't be part-time. You have to live the grind. Eric Thomas said the best thing I ever heard, and that was one of the things that fired me up. That once you want to succeed as much as you want to breathe, then you will find success. But nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to hustle. Nobody really wants to grind. They just want to say it. They want to say that they want to hustle. Just like fighting. Everybody wants to say they want to be a fighter because it's got this stigma to it that you're a fighter, you're a tough guy, you're a champion. But nobody actually wants to be a fighter. They don't want to go in the gym every single day, in and out, get beat up, get their face punched in, get choked out, get slammed, hurt, have no money. Nobody actually wants to go through that. Tell me you want to go through upset and letdown for year after year after year. Hopefully, it's going to work out. That's the grind, man. That's the grind. That's the hustle. You're going to have to be willing to just dig through shit until one day you realize that you're not walking through it anymore. But you have to be willing to dig as far and as long as it takes. You can't give up, you can't quit. I know it's easy to give up, I know it's easy to quit. I've done it, we've all done it. But you go, and you go again. I'm a hustler, I'm a grinder, I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, let's see if you have that same motivation 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years in. Let's see if you still have that same motivation. Let's see if that fire is still lit. Because I'll tell you right now, my fire only gets stronger and stronger. Every time adversity hits me, I get fired up. Because now the fight begins. That's really what it is. When things get hard, that's the fight. The fight isn't when things are easy, man. You gotta grind. You have to really, really learn how to dig deep. You have to learn who you are at your deepest core. Then you could be about the hustle. Not about the money, man. It's not about the money. Can't be about the money. It's truly got to be about the hustle. So many times I hear people talk about, oh man, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe this is going on. I can't believe that. Well, that's only because you can't see yourself doing it. Man, it pisses me off to see so many people with so much potential just give up. It makes me sick to my stomach, to be honest. But at the same time, seeing that makes me realize why I need to keep going. I need to keep having that flame just relit every time something happens. Not just for me, so I can give tools to others, because maybe one spark from something else is gonna get somebody off their ass to make a change. Hustle, man. The grind is real. The grind is real. But I promise you one thing. If you just dedicate yourself to that grind and that hustle, no matter what, your life's gonna change. Everything is gonna change if you become about the hustle.